Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham world. It's Luke here. I hope you're all doing well. Didn't get a chance to put a preview out. Busy. So thought I'd go live for a little bit before the game. Maybe if the chat's good and we're talking well, we could go right up to the lineups. But yes, it is Arsenal versus West Ham today at the Emirates. We've won there the last two times. So can West Ham make it a hat trick? I very much doubt it. Arsenal look a different animal this year, don't they? They look a little bit more organised. They look like they've got a lot more squad depth. They're quite frightening, actually. They're very good at the stuff that a lot of teams take for granted. When we was very good at corners, you take it for granted when you're good at defending them and you're good at attacking them. Really, it's an armory. It's something you should be good at. There's plenty of time in the training week to be good at it. When we had the guy from England's training camp, we had brilliant set pieces. We really did. And then it's just, we can't defend them anymore. We very rarely score from them, do we? We did score from one the other day, to be fair, actually. What was it? The Palace game, weren't it? We scored one that game. But Arsenal are very good at it, and they use the set pieces now. They're not as gun-ho and as exciting as they were probably Arteta's first real push at the title, maybe 2-3 years ago. They was, really good to watch. They've got a bit more stubborn and technical with their style now. They've got a lot of depth. It's going to be a tough game today. There's no doubt about it. Again, when you play teams like Arsenal, you have to have a hell of a lot of luck. Your goalkeeper has to have a worldie. Your defender has to have one of them games like Winston Reid at Manchester City all them years ago. And you've got to take your chances if you've got to win. And I think we had one of them last year. That's why I don't think we'll get one this year. What I want to see from the game is... Obviously, like I said, I'm not expecting a win. So anything, a draw would be brilliant. If it is a loss, what I want to see is that Nuno has done something on the training ground this week, or however long he's had with them, and you can see what's trying to happen. I never see that under Potter. All we was trying to do under Potter basically was passive passing, weren't we? Keep the ball for the sake of it. If we've got the ball, the opposition can't hurt us without actually offering any sort of threat going forward, apart from maybe 10 to 15 minute spells in games under Potter. Under Nuno, straight away, the Everton game, it's only one game, but straight away we was trying to get the ball up quicker. We was trying to move the ball quicker. We did sit back, in that mid-block. But we did, like I say, we was trying to get the ball up quicker. Then we was just moving it a bit better. And that's what I want to see. Like, what's a week done? Hopefully he's really worked at set pieces and really assessing. The weakness that Arsenal seem to exploit in nearly all teams is that back post header. Gabriel is an absolute animal in terms of how he wins that ball in the air. He gets up so high. It's frightening. It's frightening how high he can get up. And do I feel we can cope with that? If it was Potter, it still could today. But if it was Potter, this could have been 5s and 6. It still could be today. It's going to take time to get that corner routines right and defending them and confidence in the goalkeeper. But I just hope that there's some fight today. That we see fight, we see some passion. We see it stop being nice. Be a bit horrible. Juve, go and kick Saka straight up in the air. Or vice versa, Wan-Bissaka on the other side, or Potsy, if Potsy starts, go straight through Rice early. We put ourselves in it. That's what Newcastle lost the game last week. It was a great game, actually, which is rare now in the Premier League. But if you watch the Newcastle-Arsenal game last week, Joe Linton and Bruno Guimaraes straight in like that. Like, we're physical with you. We're getting right in your face. We're making it uncomfortable. And that's the only way you're going to beat Arsenal. Arsenal can give it now, though. They've got some nasty boys in there themselves now. But let's not go there and admire the stadium. Let's not go there and admire the team. Let's hope that if Arsenal win today, if they do, that they come off that pitch like they would have done at St James's Park last weekend and gone, that was a tough game. That's one of the hardest home games we're going to play this season. Do I believe that I'm going to see that sort of performance today? No. And that's nothing against Nuno. He's not been there long enough. But hopefully he instills a little bit about that. And there's a little bit more passion, a little bit more pride in that shirt to not be rolled over. This is a London derby at the end of the day. Arsenal are a great team, yes. But come on, boys. Let's show a bit today. Let's show a bit. Let's go in your comments, because like I say, this is live and interactive, so get your comments in. God, the wind is crazy today, isn't it? Let's hope Arsenal got all Spursy as usual. Afternoon, mate. Richie says, as long as we don't concede from a corner, that's an improvement. Arteta will blame the wind when we win. Can you imagine? If it's like a loopy ball that goes over Raya and we win it? I'll take it. So, Arsenal, like I say, Raya in goal, very, very good goalkeeper. Good shot stopper, can play a bit as well. Gabriel and Saliba are fantastic. The fullbacks are decent as well. You got the Zubamendi, Rice, Odegaard, Eze, Saka, Martinelli, and the new boy Gokares as well. They're good. They're strong all over now. They can bring players on as well. Player that always scores against us, Trossard. He always scores against us. Yeah, I've got no confidence. I really have got no confidence for today's game. I want to see someone 2 foot. Arteta. Yeah, I can't stand that game. I hate Arsenal. I don't know where you guys sit, West Ham. We're all West Ham fans, but I actually hate them more than Spurs, and that's saying something. I hate Spurs, but there's like the banter with us, and obviously they won their trophy last year, so they can frat back at us a little bit. But Spurs, you know what you're getting. They might go and win that trophy, but Spurs are renowned for, they might win 3 games, they get a bit excited when they go back. But Arsenal are just, they're horrible, horrible, horrible fans. Entitlement, horrible manager, horrible team. I hate them. That's why I know we're going to lose today, because I'm not allowed to be happy. What we got here? Need to see Brave, Bowen and Somerville can hurt them. They definitely can, mate. McAllister says, I detest Arsenal. I think most people do, mate. I used to respect Arsenal, not anymore. Horrible fans, victim FC, constantly complaining and blaming. I agree, mate. This is Arsenal's cup final. It's going to be horrible. I hate this game. I do. I hate it because I work with a lot of Arsenal fans, and as I said, they're unbearable. Unbearable they are. They're absolutely unbearable. But when they won, when they beat Newcastle, they had a good result in a week as well, didn't they, in the Champions League? They go into this like, they do it every year though, but this year it feels a bit different. Every year we've won the league. End of September, early October, they've won the league, according to them. It does feel a bit different this year though. It does. Like Liverpool, although they only lost that game the other day to Palace, who are their bogey team, to be fair. And then they obviously lost in the thing, didn't they, to Galatasaray with Ocean Man. I call him Ocean Man. They look a little bit shaky. Canate looks a bit shaky, and where Arsenal, I've not seen that yet. What's he saying? McAllister says we have 14 to 1 we are to win on way up. Bloody hell. Worth a fiver, isn't it? Just in case, you never know, 2-horse race. Sad thing is, I think they'll win the league this season. I do too, mate. Now it's going to be absolutely unbearable watching Declan Rice lift that cup. Going, this is what I came here for. I came here to win big trophies. Oh, I can't stand the geezer. Yes, I am bitter. I admit it. I can't stand Declan Rice. Yes, I loved him when he was at West Ham. good player for West Ham, great player for West Ham, but I don't like him anymore. I don't like the geezer. I don't want him to. Don't want to see him win anything at Arsenal. And I hope, if they don't win anything this year, he might be thinking, maybe I need one more move to go and win something. Then I'd like him to win something at that next club, just again because it's salty towards Arsenal. Because I hate them. I absolutely hate them. I don't like any of their players. I'm absolutely gutted that Eze went there because I really like Eze. And it's like, now I can't like you because you play for them. There's a load of moaners, there's a load of divers, there's a load of just horrible players. I just don't like them. I can respect them as players, that they're good players, and I've said that earlier on, but I don't like them. I don't like Arteta either. Hate Spurs more because of Kudus. Yeah, I suppose that's a fair point, Darren. I suppose that's a fair point. Looking at us, what do we want to see from us? I've said sort of what I want to see in terms of style and effort levels, but there were some rumours that Hermansen may come back in. Please God, no. Stick with Areola. If anything, if you were going to change the goalkeeper, which I like I say, I personally keep Areola, I would be against Fabianski getting a goal. I wouldn't, rather than Hermansen at the minute. I think this game needs Wan-Bissaka. Not Walker Peters has done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I like the guy. I really do. I think he's a fantastic player for us. I think he's good. I think he's putting some real good effort. But I think this might be the game to bring Wan-Bissaka back in, purely because I think we need to be really good defensively. Really, really good defensively today. And he is, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the league. Centre-back wise, Kilman and Maverick Panos in it, unless he goes with Igor. He looks an absolute unit of a geezer, doesn't he, that bloke, that Igor, whatever his name is, Igor Julio, isn't it? Igor Jesus. He's, in them training videos, he's a big geezer. Juve plays. I think he might need a little bit of protecting today. Saka going against him is going to be a real tough test for him. Obviously, where he likes to bomb forward, so he's got to be switched on. He sometimes starts a bit slow mentally, Juve, and then he grows into it and becomes a better defender as the game goes on. Midfield, I want to see Potts. I do. I thought Magassa did okay. Again, as I pointed out in my review video for anyone who did watch it, if that was, let's pretend that was Potts' first game, and he looked a little bit nervous and was passing the ball a bit wobbly at times, but looked physical and looked like he had a little bit about him, I think we'd all be going, he looks all right, doesn't he? He looks all right. But because we've bought him, I think sometimes as fans we can be a little bit harsh. He is still a very young player, and I see all right. But I want to see Potts as well. I really do. He just calms it all down. He's very calm, and he can stick it on as well. Fernandes plays for me. I like Fernandes. I know Darren says there, I'd drop Paquetá and move Fernandes forward and play Potts next to Magassa. Yes, I can see it. Not this game, though. Not this game. Purely because this is the sort of game Paquetá will turn up and want to do stuff. He'll want to... These are the sort of games these players usually, they turn up like he did against Liverpool last year. And, hopefully one of those through will get through this time and, we can get a goal. Somerville... Bowen picked herself. Fulkrug Wilson, I don't know, probably will be Fulkrug to try and do something, but it's going to be very hard to win any headers if we do cross the ball. I'd go potentially what we did against Everton, where we avoided at times crossing the ball in because of the fact that Gabriel and Saliba are so good in the air, and there's some big tall players in there. Rice is a tall player as well, so. He's gonna have to have come up with something, But we can hurt him. We can hurt him. Somerville, he's capable of, going past most players and speed, and that offers that threat. Then Bowens, if he gets a chance, can finish. I'd like to see Marshall come on at some point as well. I think he's presses defenders well from what I've seen from the youth matches, a couple of them that I've watched on YouTube, and he's a good finisher as well. McAllister says, any news on Tobido? No, mate, there was little rumours, weren't it, that he was being a bit toxic, but then we see him in the training videos and he looked happy, same as Ward-Prowse, But something like that I want to see. Something like that where we, like I say, just Get into them, lay a glove on them, lay a glove on them. I don't want to come away and I don't want to be back on here later on when I do my review. Going, we didn't even lay a glove on them, didn't look like we was interested. Do I think that? I'm hoping it's not that. Like, the problem is that seems to happen with every manager, doesn't it? You know, where every manager has had that, where you think there was a period under Moyes where we sort of lost that bit where we used to just roll over. We lost that for a bit, and then it came back, and in a couple of games it was there. But it seems to be a common thing with West Ham. It's like, I don't want to be that club anymore, and I'm hoping that Nuno can bring that sort of mentality of no. Every time you play West Ham, win, lose or draw, it's going to be a tough game for you. You know, you're going to come out, you're going to have bruises on your legs, you're going to be shattered, you're going to have to work for it, you're going to have to come up with different ideas to try and score past us and try and beat us. And we're going to score. We're going to try and outscore you. That's what I need instilled in this West Ham team now. What we got. Line up will be out in about 15 minutes, guys. So I might try and stay on. If you guys get the news out there, I'll try and stay live until the team news comes out. What did I think of Chris Woods and the Traore links? Well, Chris Woods, he's a good striker. Another one, wouldn't it? We'd have all three then, wouldn't we? If Traore, Chris Woods and Callum Wilson are there, it's all the players that scored against us. All we'd have to go and get is Lukaku. And then we'd have all of them, you know? We'd have all the ones that got them brilliant records against us. Traore, I like the idea as a super sub. I don't think he's a starter for us. Someone made a good point that if something happened to Bowen, we would need something on the right-hand side. Traore is an absolute animal in terms of speed and power. End product, very questionable. But if you imagine that we're not looking for his end product as such, and it's more you bring him on so their defenders take, you know, a couple of yards, steps backwards, that frees up space for Bowen, frees up space for Somerville over the other side. If you had two real pacey players there in the last 10 to 15 minutes in games, it's frightening. Although his end product might not be perfect, you've got pace there, and then some movement in the middle. It just creates doubt in defenders' heads. That's all it is. I'll tell you one, if he's looking for a player like that, and a little bit younger, and I don't know how much you could get him out for, but someone that used to really excite me, and again, end product was questionable, I'd try and go and get Alan Saint-Maxim. I can't remember where he's at now. I think he went to Saudi for a bit. Might be somewhere else, I can't remember. But if he's looking for a player like that, exciting, fast, trickery, I used to love Saint-Maxim, and he used to tear us a new one, didn't he, every time. And Newcastle fans loved him. Very frustrating player because of that end product. But if he's looking for that frightening speed and trickery, yeah, maybe Saint-Maxim is one to look at. With Woods, he'd score some goals for us, but you know, surely there's someone out there younger. I know Gonzo did a video about a really tall striker we're linked with. Go younger, go younger. We've got Wilson for the experience. Fulkrug's an older one, but effective. Again, age is important, but also effective is important as well. McAllister says, Nuno's a coach. Does he pick the team? Yes. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think he does. Head coach picks a team. Probably, hopefully, with the advice of, at the moment, who he's got there, Potts and Keane and Robson. And maybe that's why Potts is getting a little bit more of a look because Daddy's there. Not that he doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying it's a nepotism thing. But maybe, Steve's had a good word and gone, you know what, he's good. He's a good boy, and they've seen it. He is a good player. We know Potts is a good player. I want him to get running the team. Nothing excites me more than seeing proper West Ham boy come through and do stuff, in our team. It's something we get behind. They get it. They feel the pain we feel when we lose. It's needed. It's been lacking since Mark went, I think Declan got it when he was here. I'm not saying Declan was a West Ham fan in any stretch of imagination, but he got it. We need that again. We need some players that get it, what it is and what hurts to be West Ham. Not that it's a job. We turn up on a Saturday, we lose, we feel a bit gutted because we're professionals, but actually really hurts, really hurts when you lose, and real joy when you win. That's what we need back at this club. What we got? What's the time now? 28 past. Come on, guys, get some questions in. Otherwise, I'll wrap it up there, and then I'll do a video later today for a review, which will probably be a depressing one because we'll end up losing 4-1 or something. I think we scored today. I've got a feeling we're going to get a goal. But when that goal comes, who knows? If it's first and we've got something to hold on to, maybe. But if it's after being 4-0 down, it's purely consolation, then a bit pointless. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there because the big channels are going to be coming on in a minute anyway. But thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game, hopefully. Like I say, I'm back here later with a proud video. Not necessarily a win, not even necessarily a draw, but proud of the performance and proud of the players. Let's see. I'm going to leave it there. Come on, you irons. I'll be back later with a review. Let's go.